On today's episode of Puddin's Fab Shop, we're gonna do a shop tour, look at some of our projects, and go meet family and friends, and maybe do some cruising along the way. Come on! Welcome everyone to Puddin's Fab Shop. First thing I want to show y'all today is my 1964 International C900. That's the truck. I hope y'all dig it as much as I do. Tonight we're gonna fire up the grill and just relax and chill. Good morning, YouTube. Headed out this morning, got a few shirts to deliver. I gotta say it's pretty awesome. Everyone's supporting what I'm trying to do, buying shirts, stickers, koozies, everything. It's also pretty awesome driving through my little town here and everyone always giving thumbs up or waving. People really seem to enjoy the truck, support it. It's pretty cool. I get my little bit of running around done here in a little bit. I think I'll take y'all to my buddy Taylor's house. I'll let him show y'all his truck, talk to y'all about it a little bit, and maybe say some things he plans on doing in the future. And as we go into further episodes, y'all can follow along with it a little bit as well. Fast forward a couple days here and we're finally headed over to Taylor's house. Let y'all check out that truck finally. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name's Taylor Holcomb. Me and Puddin have been best friends for a long time now. Behind me here is my 48 Chevy 5-window. It's a 357 small block with overdrive. I did disc brakes up front with a drop axle, 10-bolt Camaro rear end, Dolphin gauges, Dynamat, that kind of thing. My goal is to have a pretty sweet little shop truck, and I think I'm nailing it so far. So I hope you guys enjoy it and look forward to letting you guys know what's happening in the future. Alright guys, that's my 48 Chevy 5-window. I hope you enjoy it. Future plans for it's going to be pick a good hot rod flats color. Maybe chrome reverse and wide whites, I'm not sure yet. Louvered hood, tailgate. It's going to go over to Puddin's Fab Shop, get some front shocks mounted on it. Then I'm going to take it over to the shop, put an interior in it. Hopefully finish Puddin's interior sometime in the future, and update you when all that happens.
Well, that's my buddy Taylor's truck. As you see, it's a pretty bitchin' little truck, kind of shop truck style on it. I really dig it. Taylor does upholstery work. He did the seat of my truck, did my shift boot for me. He's gonna do kick panels, carpet, visor, headliner. He currently does upholstery at the Broken Spring in Shawnee, Oklahoma. If y'all want to kind of keep up with him and what he does, you can check him out on Instagram at Skindiana Bones, and I'll put his name in the description of this video. Y'all go check him out, show him some love. Today we're going to build a shifter for a 700 R4. A customer of mine needs it to pivot in a certain spot to come up through the floor where he wants it, so we'll build him one. I'm happy to do it. I've always had a lot of questions on my shifters because I've always built my own. I see it on Facebook and car forums a lot. For whatever reason, a lot of people's scared to do it. It's not that complicated. The material's cheap, and you can save a lot of money building one yourself. And also, when you build it yourself, you know, you can put it exactly where you want it, where you don't have to compromise to a, you know, store-bought one or whatever. So let's get started. Our shifter needs to pivot 7.5 inches forward of this rear flange. I got us reference marked to know where we need our shifter to pivot at. Originally I was planning on building a mount that would kind of cradle this transmission, but after looking at it here, I think I'm just going to utilize these two bolt holes and this flat surface with a hole in it for my mounting points. The base of this will be built out of some 1/4 inch thick 2-inch strap to be able to reach out there. Being 1/4 inch thick, it'll still be nice and strong, low profile, and it'll look good. So the first thing I need to do is build my template out of cardboard here, transfer it to metal, and then figure out how I want to make my bends in here to be able to hug along this transmission to get us out to this point. And when I get all that done, we'll end up having a base for our shifter. I'm pretty happy with everything here. Next thing I'll do is mark me a little reference line here where I can trim this plate up to. Get my hole drilled for this mounting point. And I'll probably round these corners up here and clean this up, get it tacked up, make it all one piece.
Well, my camera died a minute ago, so I didn't get to record what I've been doing. I welded up that plate, smoothed it out as you've seen. And then I started building our pivot point for the shifter. Got 2 tabs here. I drilled a through hole on this one and tapped this one with a 1/4-20. I'll show you what that's for here in a little bit. This is going to be our actual pivot point. It's 3/8 solid. I put this little bushing on here, and it's actually held in place with 3 different spot welds around there that I ground back down. And it's going to act as a nice little straight edge here for keeping this nice and true when it's pivoting. The next thing they need to build is a piece of metal that'll go around this bushing. It's what'll stick up into the car where you can actually bolt the shifter to be able to pivot this. So I'll get it built, we'll get this all welded up, and then we'll start working on the linkage. Got it welded up. Put that 1/4-20 bolt in there. That actually serves to put a little tension on this. That way you can adjust it by tightening or loosening it. Up next, we'll start building our linkage. Well, I'm done with this shifter. Pretty happy with how it turned out. Normally at this point I'd kind of clean up all the metal here, but he's planning on having it sandblasted, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm not going to build the shifter that actually goes up into the car yet because I don't have any measurements or know if it needs any bends. When I go to do that, I'll use 1/2" stainless. 1/2" lets you be able to drill a 1/4" hole. Bolt it on here with some 1/4-20s, be nice and solid. Stainless, my buddy Slick, he'll polish it up, make it look like nice shiny chrome for us. Looks good. So you can see how it function here. We'll use a wobbly crescent wrench.
shifts good. Good shifter bolted to it, it'll shift even better. And then if you want it, you know, a little more tension on it, you can use that 1/4 bolt to make it a little more firm even. In material, I probably got about 10 bucks tied up into this thing. And throughout the day, I've probably put about 5 hours into it. So for some of y'all out there who have ever needed to build a shifter, or maybe wanted to build a shifter, or wanted a tall shifter but didn't want to spend $300 on one, this is a very affordable way to do it. It's going to take a little bit of hard work and time, but in the end I think it's worth it, and I hope y'all like it. Well, now that y'all seen me do some work in here the other day, I want to show y'all some of the shop, some of the tools, and how I've got it set up in here. That's a quick rundown of the shop. As you can see, I don't have the biggest and baddest tools or anything, but I got enough to get me by where I can do what I need to do. I got a few phone calls to make, and then up next I think we're going to install some shocks on the front of Taylor's 48 Chevy. Okay, we got a project today. We're going to put some mounts here on the front of Taylor's 48 Chevy. He provided us with these mounts. Pretty cool. They're actually for like an old hot rod, where you would actually have your shock go here and your headlight mount go here. But he wants to use them in a way where we'll use a kind of strut style mount with the two bushings up through there. I think that'll work nice. So we'll be putting these off the frame. This truck is straight axle, so the bottom side where the U-bolts go, we'll probably build a plate that comes out back to be able to mount the bottom of the shock. Should be pretty straightforward little gig here. First things first, we gotta get some measurements, kind of see how much travel we got up here in the front, and we'll go from there.
Well, we have a little issue here. The steering shaft right here is running right where our shock tower here would have to go. There's no way to clearance that, make it work. The way this mount's designed, there's nowhere where I can really cut it in here and have support with it having those holes in it. So my plan now is just build my own brackets. I'm gonna come in about right here, which will give me some clearance of that shaft. Then I'm gonna bring one in on the back side here to support it. Box it to the frame like that. This upper area, I'll make a tab that comes out, drill a hole in it, and that's where the shock will go up through now. Well, the shock mounts didn't get done today. I ran out of time. We're hosting our monthly little barbecue together for the car club, whatever. So I had to shut down shop. I got everything fabricated. Tomorrow I'm gonna install everything after I paint it and whatnot, and I'll follow up with y'all. But tonight we're gonna hang out, have a few drinks, grill some food, everything, have a good time. Day 2 on Taylor's truck here. The lower mounts, I've got them tacked up. They'll go on the lower U-bolts that holds the straight axle. The upper mounts I went ahead and tacked on already. So I'm going to weld these up, probably go ahead and get them painted. That way they can go on for good. And then I'll show y'all what it looks like over there underneath the truck. And we'll get this thing wrapped up today.
shocks finished up on Taylor's Chevy here. I'm gonna throw the tires on the front, take it outside, and we'll take it for a test drive. Well, we just got done test driving this thing. I haven't driven it a whole lot, so I don't know it very well. But Taylor said everything felt great. He said it felt way better, especially with the steering. He said it was wanting to bump steer pretty bad, and he could tell a huge difference. We just came off that exit ramp going pretty quick, hitting bumps and everything. Felt nice and smooth for being straight axle. So I'm happy with it. He's happy with it. I think they look pretty bitchin' on there. So tonight I'm just going to close up shop, go in and relax. Got something pretty cool to go pick up today. I'm excited. Finished getting a couple things out of the shop here, head that way, and I'll show you what we got when I get back. Me and Ella Ray's driving the Roadster to Dream Lake, dreaming about it. I've always wanted a Roadster, so I picked this one up. It's fiberglass. Being fiberglass, so I can metal flake it, go super low, do stuff I probably wouldn't do to a steel body. This will be the next project I build for myself. Right now I've got more work lined up for episode 2. I hope y'all enjoyed episode 1. This is my first time editing video or anything like that, so be a little patient with me. If y'all did like it, please hit that like button, please hit subscribe, please share. If you know anyone in the car scene who might like this, you know, the more people I can get to kind of follow along and help, the more I can grow it and to give y'all more episodes. So, me and Miss Ella Ray here, we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.